Hey, what's up? This your man, Jaheim. Stay tuned.
In the music industry, there are moments when artists mysteriously retreat from the limelight, leaving fans concerned. The disappearance of Jaheim, a respected R&B artist renowned for his soulful voice and meaningful lyrics, is one such perplexity. From taking over the industry with his magical voice to some bizarre legal issues, this is the tragic fate of Jaheim: legal issues and industry drama. In a dark turn of events, R&B singer Jaheim found himself at the center of a scandal as he faced arrest for animal cruelty. Known for his chart-topping hits like Fabulous and Put That Woman First, Jaheim's reputation took an unexpected turn as authorities in New Jersey charged him with third-degree animal cruelty and failure to provide necessary care to an animal. It was a seemingly ordinary day in Hillsborough, New Jersey, when authorities received a distressing call about a puppy in need of immediate help. Little did they know that this call would unravel a horrifying truth about the living conditions at Jaheim's residence. Responding swiftly, law enforcement officers arrived at the scene, prepared to provide aid to the distressed animal. However, what they discovered inside Jaheim's home was far more shocking than they could have ever anticipated. Inside the house, they were met with a scene of utter despair. Over a dozen dogs were found confined to separate crates, their living conditions deplorable and inhumane. The crates were partially filled with several inches of water mixed with dog feces, creating a toxic and unsanitary environment for these innocent creatures. It was clear that these dogs had been subjected to unimaginable suffering. Jaheim, who was present at the scene, was immediately taken into custody. He was subsequently charged with third-degree animal cruelty and failure to provide necessary care to an animal. The gravity of the situation was further emphasized when one of the mixed-breed pit bull terriers, in such a critical condition, had to be euthanized to end its suffering. The surviving dogs were carefully transported to a local kennel, where they would receive the care and attention they so desperately needed. Veterinary professionals would examine them, assessing their physical and emotional well-being after enduring such traumatic conditions. Now, Jaheim has seen his fair share of arrests over the years, and this was not his first rodeo. In 2007, reports emerged of a heated altercation between Jaheim and a fellow artist at an industry event. Witnesses claimed that the altercation turned physical, resulting in injuries and property damage. The incident quickly made headlines, tarnishing Jaheim's reputation and drawing the attention of law enforcement. As the legal proceedings unfolded, it became evident that this incident was just the tip of the iceberg. It was revealed that Jaheim had been involved in a series of legal disputes, ranging from contract disputes with his record label to allegations of copyright infringement. These legal battles not only drained his financial resources, but also took a toll on his mental and emotional well-being. Another one of the earliest incidents that sparked Jaheim's legal troubles occurred in 2010. On March 28th of that year, the R&B singer was arrested outside a 7-Eleven convenience store in Hillsborough Township, New Jersey, on a drug possession charge. The arrest stemmed from a routine traffic stop where Jaheim was pulled over for allegedly exceeding the speed limit, traveling at 65 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. However, this seemingly ordinary traffic violation took a surprising turn when officers detected a strong odor of raw marijuana emanating from Jaheim's vehicle. Hillsborough police, upon smelling the weed, proceeded to search Jaheim's vehicle with his consent. During the search, they discovered a small bud of marijuana underneath the driver's seat, along with several cigar wrappers, cigar shavings, and cigar paper. These findings were consistent with marijuana use, leading to Jaheim being charged with possession of marijuana in a motor vehicle. In addition to the possession charge, Jaheim was also charged with speeding. The combination of these charges left fans and industry insiders wondering about the implications for the Grammy-nominated artist. It's important to note that Jaheim has had previous encounters with the law. Just a year before this specific arrest, he faced charges of disorderly conduct but was released without bail. The recurrence of such incidents raises questions about his well-being. These are not the only times Jaheim has been caught up in some drama. In a move that caught everyone off guard, Jaheim called out Usher for a versus battle. The internet went into a frenzy as fans and music enthusiasts tried to make sense of this unexpected challenge. The versus battle sets up two artists from the same genre in a head-to-head battle to play their most popular hits for fans. It all started when Jaheim took to Instagram and shared a photo of himself and Usher. The caption read, "Let's settle this once and for all." The internet erupted with speculation and confusion. Who brought up this idea? What led Jaheim to challenge Usher, one of the biggest names in the industry? On the caption, he stated that someone should set the versus battle up and that it was a king move. Jaheim continued saying, "Someone set it up. Let's move all the pawns out the way. King move. But if you're scared, I'll just say checkmate. I will give Usher 1 month to step up. Nothing personal. He's one of the best," respectively. Jaheim's words left fans and followers stunned. The challenge seemed to come out of nowhere, and the internet was abuzz with speculation. Was there a hidden rivalry between Jaheim and Usher? Or was this simply a bold move to reignite his career and capture the attention attention of the music world once again. As news of Jaheim's challenge spread, fans and fellow artists took to social media to express their surprise and amusement. Tiffany Evans, another R&B singer, couldn't believe what she was seeing. In a now-deleted tweet, she said, "I know Jaheim not talking about the Usher Raymond Lowell." The confusion was palpable, and the internet couldn't help but wonder what had prompted Jaheim to make such a daring move. Jaheim's determination was evident as he doubled down on his challenge in the comments of a separate post. He made it clear that he was serious and ready to face Usher in a versus battle. But why then? What had sparked this sudden desire to settle the score? I guess we'll never know. Now, we all know that controversy is inevitable when you're in the public eye. Despite Jaheim's efforts to maintain a low profile, he couldn't escape such scrutiny. In October 2016, a shocking story emerged involving R&B singer Jaheim and radio host Charlamagne Tha God. The Breakfast Club, a popular radio show hosted by Charlamagne Tha God, was known for its candid discussions and occasional roasting of celebrities. And on that day, Jaheim found himself in the crosshairs of Charlamagne's sharp tongue. It was a typical morning on the Breakfast Club when Charlamagne, known for his no-holds-barred approach, decided to bestow the infamous Donkey of the Day title upon Jaheim. The reason? His unconventional hairstyle choice, which some deemed as questionable. News of Jaheim's designation as Donkey of the Day spread like wildfire, catching the attention of fans, media outlets, and of course Jaheim himself. The singer, known for his passionate and emotional performances, took to social media to express his anger and frustration. In a series of tweets and videos, Jaheim unleashed his fury, directing most of his anger towards Charlamagne. He mockingly referred to the radio host as Charlene the Goddess, a playful yet biting jab at Charlamagne's on-air persona. But Jaheim's anger was not limited to his hairstyle being criticized. Rumors had been swirling within the music industry about an alleged gay relationship between Jaheim and rapper Joe Budden, and Charlamagne had reportedly discussed these rumors on his show, adding fuel to the fire and intensifying Jaheim's fury. The combination of being labeled Donkey of the Day and the allegations of a gay relationship pushed Jaheim to his breaking point. He felt attacked, misunderstood, and determined to defend his reputation. As the tension between Jaheim and Charlamagne escalated, fans and media outlets eagerly awaited the next move in this high-stakes feud. Would Jaheim follow through on his threats to visit the Breakfast Club and confront Charlamagne face-to-face? The anticipation was palpable, and the story of Jaheim's gay allegations had become a captivating tabloid tale. Early life and rise to fame. Before we dive into how Jaheim ended up disappearing off the face of the media and later causing all this drama, let's look at his rise to fame. From humble beginnings in the Memorial Parkway public housing project to the bright lights of the music industry, Jaheim's path was filled with triumphs, challenges, and moments that would define his unique sound. Jaheim Hoagland was born on May 26, 1978, in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Growing up in the Memorial Parkway public housing project, Jaheim faced many hardships. At the tender age of 2, he experienced the devastating loss of his father, leaving his mother, Julie, to raise him and his 2 brothers. Despite the difficult circumstances, Jaheim's family, including his grandfather, the late soul singer Hoagie Lands, provided a tight-knit support system. Living in the projects proved to be a difficult environment for Jaheim. He found himself getting into trouble by following the footsteps of older guys in the neighborhood. It wasn't long before he ended up locked up on a charge, forcing him to contemplate the direction of his life. But fate had something extraordinary in store for Jaheim. One day, he found himself in a recording studio alongside some guys from his neighborhood. Seizing the opportunity, Jaheim stepped into the booth and belted out a rendition of Luther Vandross's timeless hit, Never Too Much, over a club beat. The response was overwhelming. Everyone loved his rendition. Encouraged by the positive feedback, Jaheim made a life-changing decision. He left the streets behind and focused wholeheartedly on his singing. Jaheim's talent did not go unnoticed. At the age of 15, he mustered up the courage to showcase his vocal prowess at a local talent show. Taking the stage at the iconic Apollo Theater, Jaheim performed Luther Vandross's timeless classic, A House Is Not a Home. His soul-stirring rendition left the audience in awe, and he was crowned the winner not once, but 3 times. It was a pivotal moment that solidified his belief in his own abilities and ignited a burning desire to pursue a career in music. Jaheim's undeniable talent caught the attention of record executives, who saw in him the potential to become a star. Offers poured in, promising fame and fortune, but Jaheim remained cautious, knowing that not all that glitters is gold. He wanted to ensure that he stayed true to his roots and maintained creative control over his music. In 2000, Jaheim's path crossed with DJ Kagi of Naughty by Nature, who recognized his immense talent and signed him to Divine Mill Records, a division of Warner Brothers Records. This partnership would prove to be a turning point in Jaheim's career, as he found himself surrounded by a team that believed in his unique sound and artistic vision. Jaheim poured his heart and soul into his debut album, titled Ghetto Love, which was released in 2001. The album showcased his raw talent, blending elements of R&B and soul with his own personal experiences growing up in the projects. Songs like Could It Be and Lil Ain't Mine resonated with audiences, earning Jaheim recognition and praise. As Jaheim's star began to rise, he took to the stage, captivating audiences with his powerful voice and magnetic presence. His performances were electrifying, leaving no doubt that he was destined for greatness. Jaheim's soulful voice, reminiscent of legends like Teddy Pendergrass and Luther Vandross, earned him comparisons to the male version of Mary J. Blige, solidifying his place in the R&B and soul music landscape. Building on the success of his debut album, Jaheim released his second album, Still Ghetto, in 2002. The album featured hit singles like Fabulous and Anything, which climbed the charts and solidified Jaheim's position as a rising star in the music industry. His unique blend of soulful vocals and relatable lyrics resonated with fans, who connected with his raw and honest storytelling. With each album release, Jaheim's popularity soared. His music struck a chord with listeners from all walks of life, transcending boundaries and capturing the hearts of fans around the world. His soulful voice became a beacon of hope and inspiration, reminding people that no matter their circumstances, they could rise above and achieve their dreams. Jaheim's impact on the music industry cannot be overstated. His unique sound and powerful vocals breathed new life into the R&B and soul genres, earning him critical acclaim and a dedicated fan base. His contributions to the music industry have been recognized with numerous awards and nominations, including Grammy nominations and Soul Train Music Awards. In 2004, after he faced legal troubles and was charged with drug possession and resisting arrest, Jaheim spent 90 days behind bars but successfully appealed the conviction in 2005 due to an improper search. Despite this victory, Jaheim faced probation, anger management programs, and the requirement to write an apology letter to the arresting officer. Despite these challenges, Jaheim's passion for music remained unwavering. He built a recording studio in his New Jersey home and began writing and co-producing his third album, Ghetto Classics. Released in 2006, the album chronicled inner city life and became Jaheim's first #1 album, selling over 150,000 copies in its first week. In 2007, Jaheim made a significant career move by signing with Atlantic Records. He collaborated with Gerald Levert on the DJ Don't Remix for Tyler Perry's film Why Did I Get Married? In December of the same year, Jaheim released his fourth album, The Makings of a Man. Although the album's lead single Never peaked at number 76 on the Billboard Hot 100, some critics began to grow tired of Jaheim's music offerings, labeling them as tired and cliche. Despite the criticism, Jaheim remained dedicated to his music, expressing his plans to be a professional singer for at least the next 30 years. He continued to work on his craft, releasing the album Another Round in 2010. The album featured the hit song Finding My Way Back, which resonated with fans despite its modest chart success. Jaheim's talent was recognized with 3 Grammy nominations. In 2013, the singer made a comeback with the album Appreciation Day, featuring the single track Age Ain't a Factor. Unfortunately, the album failed to make a significant impact. In an interview with All Hip Hop, Jaheim opened up about the financial challenges he faced despite his early career success. He revealed that he had made little to no money from the albums he released, shedding light on the harsh realities of the music industry. Undeterred, Jaheim relaunched his own record label, Julie's Dream Music Group, in 2014. He signed a deal with BMG Records and released his 7th studio album, Struggle Love, in 2016. While Jaheim's music continued to captivate audiences, his image and personal controversies began to overshadow his talent. Jaheim's struggles with public perception extended beyond his physical appearance. Rumors and controversies surrounding his personal life began to circulate within the industry. During an interview with Sway at Hot 97, Jaheim reacted strongly when questioned about his alleged relationships with other men. He became visibly agitated, throwing equipment around in response to the sensitive topic. When asked about his outburst, Jaheim attributed it to his youthful impulsiveness, acknowledging that people had used those rumors to provoke him into acting out of character. The rumors and controversies surrounding Jaheim's behavior were not limited to his personal life. Singer Selena Johnson claimed to have almost gotten into a physical altercation with Jaheim back in 2005 over a song credit. She vividly revealed the details of the incident to 24/7 Hip Hop. She said, "He started walking up on me. Now I'm from Chicago," she narrated. "Where we're from, if you walk up on a person in Chicago, that's an automatic approach." She also added, "I started to curse him out. I raised my boot at him. I almost fought this dude in the studio. Jaheim cussing me, I'm cussing him. You got this motherfucker in my session." Radio host Russ Parr also shared an incident where Jaheim allegedly knocked over a microphone and hit a table during an interview after being asked to stop talking over other people. These stories further fueled the negative perception of Jaheim within the industry. Despite the controversies, Jaheim's fans remained loyal and supportive for the most part. They recognized his talent and were ready to stand by him through the ups and downs. Jaheim's desire for respect and recognition was evident in his interviews. He expressed his passion for giving something to the music industry and his fans, emphasizing his love for the business. However, he also made it clear that he had reservations about certain individuals within the industry, leading him to to distance himself from the mainstream music scene. Jaheim's personal struggles and controversies had a significant impact on his career. While he continued to perform and make money from his live shows, he revealed that he received minimal financial compensation for the albums he released. This lack of financial success, coupled with the negative attention surrounding his image and personal controversies, contributed to his diminished presence in the music industry. In recent years, Jaheim's career took another unexpected turn when he was reportedly a no-show at a St. Louis music festival for 3 consecutive nights in June 2019. Concertgoers were left disappointed and offered refunds, further adding to the uncertainty surrounding Jaheim's future in the music industry. Despite being featured on Angie Stone's 2019 album Full Circle, fans eagerly await Jaheim's next studio album, unsure of when he will deliver new music of his own. In July 2019, the singer revealed that he wasn't going to perform anytime soon. He wrote, "I'm changing a few things, then we shall meet again." Life after his music career. With Jaheim being out of the public eye for a few years, rumors started to swirl about the singer's existence. It all began when whispers of his alleged death started to circulate in 2023, sending shockwaves through the music industry and his dedicated fan base. The initial reports were met with disbelief and concern, as fans and the media grappled with the possibility of losing such a talented artist. The rumors gained traction when a news article started making rounds on social media, claiming that Jaheim had passed away in the hospital after a long battle with cancer. The news quickly spread like wildfire, leaving fans devastated and mourning the loss of a beloved R&B singer. The shock and disbelief were palpable as people struggled to come to terms with the news. As the rumors gained momentum, fans took to social media to express their grief and share their condolences. Hashtags and tributes flooded timelines, with fans recounting their favorite Jaheim songs and memories. The outpouring of love and support was a testament to the impact Jaheim had on his fans' lives. The media, always hungry for sensational news, quickly picked up on the story. News outlets and entertainment websites began reporting on Jaheim's alleged death, further fueling the frenzy. Headlines screamed with sensationalism, and speculation ran rampant. Journalists and reporters scrambled to gather more information, seeking confirmation or denial from Jaheim's representatives. Amidst the chaos, netizens went ahead and did some research, revealing that the singer was still alive. Now in 2019, the once beloved sex symbol and musical sensation was seen to have fallen on hard times and was driving for Uber as a means for survival. An Instagram user named Gordon Davis shared his encounter with Jaheim as his Uber driver. Davis was staying at a hotel in Atlanta when Jaheim pulled up in front of him. Imagine Davis's surprise when he realized that the man behind the wheel was none other than the R&B crooner himself. According to Davis, Jaheim explained that he was in town visiting a relative but had run out of money. Desperate to make enough cash to get back home, Jaheim turned to driving for Uber. It was a humbling experience for someone who had once been on top of the music world, but Jaheim embraced it with pride. Despite the shocking nature of his new gig, Jaheim didn't shy away from his Uber driving job. In fact, he drives for Uber regularly and sees it as a means for survival. He hopes to get back in the studio and record new music in the future, but for now, he's focused on providing for himself and making ends meet. The news of Jaheim's career change spread like wildfire, leaving fans and the music industry in disbelief. How could someone who had once been a chart-topping sensation end up driving for Uber? It's a question that still lingers in the minds of many. As Jaheim's disappearance from the music scene continued, fans and critics couldn't help but notice a significant change in his appearance. The once robust and charismatic singer had undergone a dramatic weight loss, sparking intense speculation and rumors about the possible reasons behind this transformation. Many fans attributed Jaheim's weight loss to excessive drinking and drug use. They pointed to his gaunt appearance and claimed that his small body size was a result of substance abuse. Social media platforms buzzed with comments and theories, with some expressing concern for his well-being, while others criticized his alleged lifestyle choices. However, Jaheim vehemently denied these allegations, setting the record straight in an effort to address the rumors head-on. In a surprising twist, he revealed that his weight loss was not a result of drugs or excessive drinking, but rather a conscious decision to adopt a vegan diet. Jaheim took to social media to share his recipe, which included unconventional ingredients like banana peel. Despite his efforts to dispel the rumors, fans and critics remained skeptical, continuing to speculate about his lifestyle choices. This was not the first time that Jaheim had faced mean-spirited comments from fans. Throughout his career, he had been subjected to criticism and ridicule, often labeled as the thug of R&B. While Jaheim's weight loss and alleged drug use speculation continued to dominate the headlines, another surprising revelation emerged. It was the revelation of Jaheim's daughter, adding another layer of intrigue to his already mysterious story. Details about the mother of his child remained unknown, leaving fans and critics curious about the circumstances surrounding the birth of his daughter. As fans eagerly awaited Jaheim's return to the music scene, his whereabouts and current activities remained shrouded in secrecy. Now, from his rise to fame with hit songs like Put That Woman First to his personal struggles and legal battles, Jaheim's life has been filled with ups and downs. But the biggest surprise came when Jaheim announced on an Instagram live session that he was married. This revelation left fans shocked and curious about the identity of his mysterious spouse. Now, in the world of entertainment, controversies often arise when celebrities express their political beliefs. One such controversy emerged surrounding Jaheim and his surprising support for President Donald J. Trump. Jaheim took to his Instagram page to publicly endorse Trump, calling him a great man and boldly claiming that Trump has saved a lot of people. However, this assertion was swiftly challenged by social media users who expressed shock and disbelief. This unexpected declaration has sparked a firestorm of reactions, with fans and the wider community divided over Jaheim's stance. It all started when Jaheim took to his Instagram page to share a video expressing his admiration for the former president. The video begins with a solemn moment as Jaheim engages in a silent prayer, setting the tone for his message. With conviction in his voice, Jaheim boldly claims that Trump has saved a lot of people, a statement that immediately caught the attention of his followers and the wider public. In the video, Jaheim doesn't hold back, stating, "Face it, it is what it is. I don't give a damn who don't like it." He goes on to challenge his viewers to do their homework, promising to post more content that will wake y'all up. With these words, Jaheim sets himself on a mission to enlighten and inform his audience about his perspective on Trump's impact. Jaheim's endorsement of Trump came as a surprise to many, as the singer has not previously been known for his political affiliations. His claims that Trump has saved a lot of people left social media users both shocked and skeptical. The video quickly went viral, igniting a firestorm of reaction and sparking intense debates among fans and critics alike. As the news of Jaheim's support for Trump spread like wildfire, social media became the battleground for heated discussions and passionate arguments. Comments were buzzing with skepticism and criticism as users questioned Jaheim's logic behind supporting Trump. One user directly asked Jaheim why he was supporting the president, prompting a discussion about the reasoning behind his endorsement. Fans and followers expressed their desire to understand the thought process behind Jaheim's controversial stance. In response to the criticism, Jaheim denied claims that Trump is racist, dismissing them as false narratives. However, his denial did little to quell the doubts and concerns raised by his fans and the wider community. Many were left wondering how Jaheim could align himself with a president who had been accused of making derogatory remarks and controversial policies. While some social media users expressed understanding and respect for Jaheim's right to express his own opinions, others were not as forgiving. One user went as far as to say that Jaheim had lost thousands of fans due to his support for Trump and advised him to never make music again. The backlash was harsh, with some even calling for a complete cancellation of Jaheim's career. As the controversy surrounding Jaheim's support for Trump continued to unfold, it became clear that his endorsement had sparked a passionate and polarizing debate. From his rise to fame in the R&B scene to his sudden vanishing act, Jaheim's journey has been filled with twists and turns. However, as time goes by, one thing is clear: we don't know what the future holds for this once enigmatic artist. If you enjoyed this video, click on the boxes playing on your screen to watch similar content.